guys, I'm Jenny Cova. I'm a Christian recording artist and a worship leader. And just recently, I came out with my very first single called I Believe It. And today, I'm going to be sharing the story behind the song. Those that have been following me for a while know how long of a process it's been to get this song out. My team and I originally intended for I Believe It to be released about a year ago, but a series of unfortunate events occurred in my life, both in my career and in my personal life, that made it almost impossible to get the song out to you guys. But a little bit about how this song was written. This song was born out of a note I wrote in my little journal that I use for my devotionals in the summer of 2019. And it said, I believe it and it is so, not because I feel it, but because God has promised. When this note was written, God was teaching me a very important lesson in my life that I would carry with me for the next 3 years. He wanted me to carry this truth. His power does not rely on my feelings. His goodness, who I am, and my worth does not rely on my feelings. As someone who has struggled with their mental health for a long time while seeking to know God and grow spiritually, this is something God needed to engrave into my heart and into my mind. And this is a lesson many of us desperately need to learn, especially our generation. His goodness and His promise does not rely on our feelings or the lack of. This song was meaningful to me when it was first written, but it means 10 times more to me now, having walked in it for a whole year. A whole year of waiting on God's promise, and in some way, still waiting now. Being in a season of waiting, I had to claim the words of this song. And although this season has been so difficult, I wouldn't trade it for the world. God has put me through a season of healing and of growth, which has been extremely uncomfortable and honestly heartbreaking, but I've never known or loved God the way I do now. I've never had the opportunity to see how deep and how wide His love truly goes until now. And I finally understand the phrase, His power is made perfect in our weakness. Having nothing left to give, I was put in a position to let God show me who He is. I had the opportunity to learn to listen and to follow and to live in faith. Those of you that are currently in a season of waiting, in a season where absolutely nothing makes sense, where evidence of hope seems to be so far out of reach, and desperately holding on to the last few strings left of your faith, know this: you are not alone. This is a season I'm currently in right now, and a season where many of us are in. You are not alone. The promise will come. His goodness still stands, even when you can't feel it or see it. And I pray you have the courage to believe and to live in the joy of His promise before it comes. This too shall pass. Joy comes in the morning. Your morning will come to an end, I promise. Don't let go. He is waymaker, He's miracle worker, promise keeper. His love never fails. Don't let this world tell you otherwise.
I believe it and it is so, not 'cause I feel it, but because